On fire. Twitter is on fire. All social media platforms are on fire with the press conference of Prime Minister Raila Odinga and President Uhuru from State House, and also the images of them doing inspection of various development projects that are ongoing in the larger Nairobi metropolitan area. And also, there is information that President Uhuru, yesterday, he may have visited Prime Minister Odinga at his residence in Karen. Yes, last evening, President Uhuru was spotted somewhere near Karen. His motorcade was seen somewhere near Prime Minister Raila Odinga's residence. So it's obvious the two had consultations last evening, and I think that's how they agreed that today they'll make an appearance, a joint press conference from the State House, Nairobi. Yes, this is good. I think it was just a show to confirm that Rega is on, BBI is on. And also for President Uhuru, I think he wanted to use, or he used Prime Minister Raila Odinga to cool down the country because there was too much tension, especially the youth who've been protesting on social media, protests against the curfew or the lockdown in Nairobi. There's been a lot of tension. So we've also seen various lobby groups, especially the business community, saying the lockdown is not good. It should be relaxed. There should be ways of cushioning the people lower in the bottom of the pyramid. So actually, the president was using Prime Minister Odinga to cool down the country, which is also an ethical issue. Why could you get somebody who is recovering from COVID, take him round tours, and then have him to address the country? I think President should have just gone to Karen, do the press conference from Raila Odinga's home, and show Kenya that Raila is recovering, is healthy, and then he could have done the press from Karen residence instead of taking him around. In fact, Jacom looked very sick. He looked weak. His voice is gone somehow. He was not very clear, but we were happy to see him, of course. We were very happy. Majority of Kenyans are very happy to see Prime Minister Baba. It was nice to see him. But I think it was wrong for State House to parade him, inspecting some funny projects. Okay, they may be good projects, but inspecting projects which are not emergency, attending events which are not emergency, yet he's sick. So I think this was not a good thing to do for State House or for the handlers of Prime Minister Raila Odinga. They should have refused Mzee to continue relaxing at home. It's okay if the president could have gone to Karen and just visit him and then do a joint press conference. That could have been understandable. But taking a sick Jacom round the Nairobi metropolitan area and then coming to do a press conference, answering very personal questions, what were you undergoing while sick? I don't think that was really appropriate. It was not appropriate. And I have a feeling that Sami Gituku's questioned the KTN guy who kept on asking Jacom, what did you do? What medication did you get? I have a feeling that those were all framed up questions. But anyway, it is what it is. But I think it's high time that Jacom knew when to say no sometimes. You don't have to give in to everything you are being requested to do at the expense of your own life. So we appreciate and that he is giving his brother, President Uhuru, support to govern. But we are more concerned about his health. Jacomo is far important to this country, just like any other Kenyan. And therefore, we call that his safety, security, and health should be guaranteed. Uhuru should not misuse Jacom to fight some small war. So if Uhuru had some issues with the unemployed youth, he should have faced them head on, not to parade Jacom that look, COVID is real, COVID is serious, look at Jacom, he's very frail because he's been under ventilator and like that. So yeah, I don't agree that Jacom was being paraded to cool down tempers of the angry Kenyans who are protesting the lockdown. We appreciate the lockdown is heavy. People are dying. If you look at the statistics, for example, in Brazil, it's terrible. People are dying across Europe, in the US, and many have died. COVID is real, but there should have been a way to communicate and do other things. So, yeah, there should have been done some other things should have been done in a very different way. Anyway, overall, it's good to have Jacom back. I don't know, today's presentation and press conference actually, it puts Kalonzo Musyoka and his gang of Kenya One or Umoja Kenya or wherever Kenya Moja in a very awkward position. But 2022 race is a marathon. 2022 race is a marathon. So Kalonzo and his group should actually go slow. Do appreciate some residual or incremental growth. Don't celebrate too fast. You haven't scored anything. Giacomo is still on ball. And we believe that even Uhuru is not ready to let Giacomo go. The worst they can do is to bulldoze Giacomo to support somebody else. That's the worst they can do. Otherwise, President Uhuru is looking at somebody who can protect his interest. If that person is Giacomo, and I've said here before, that Giacomo is Uhuru's second choice. His first choice is Musalia Mudavadi or Gideon. So, but we know Gideon is unelectable. Sorry, unless Uhuru wants to make some more mistakes of 2002. So the only way that Giacomo will guarantee his relevancy in 2022 and to get support of the deep state, if he needs it, or Giacomo needs is a level playing field. If Giacomo wants the level playing field, then he needs to organize to frustrate Uhuru's desire to have Musalia as a successor, and that's what should happen. So today it was a warning shot to Musalia, Kalonzo, and Gideon that they should not celebrate too fast. This is a marathon, my friend. Go slow, don't sprint in a marathon. So it's just make progress in incremental growths. It's better than rushing to celebrate. So Giacomo Kogem, but of course expect more drama from the deep state. They are not going to stop. They will continue pulling whatever they pull, getting reactions, because the handlers of President Uhuru, the people strategists for deep state, they are not sleeping. They are always working hard. They are simulating, try this, do this, do this. So they are trying all scenarios. So the best thing is to remain sober and focused on the prize.